Hi, St. Andrew's United Methodist Church. Do you have dreams in your life that's things you aspire to be or wish to you have done? I was in college. One of my dreams was to be able to dunk a basketball. My roommate could, and I could see all the admiration that people had for him and the oohs and the ahs when he did that during the game. So I went through this regimen of running wind sprints and leg squats to build up my legs so I could jump higher. And after a whole summer of this regimen, I still couldn't dunk a basketball. Until one day I was at a friend's house, and on the side of his garage he had a basketball goal, but it was only 8 foot high off the rim was off the ground, where the regulation was 10 foot. Guess what? I could dunk a basketball. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Instead of striving for my dream, I should have just lowered my standards. Well, this wouldn't be a very good devotion if I encourage you to lower your standards when chasing a dream. But it does feel that our hopes and our dreams and our aspirations and our visions in life have been deflated because of this pandemic. Students who dreamed about walking across the stage to get reached their diploma didn't happen. Brides who dreamed of walking down the aisle when they were married to all their friends and family either got it postponed or they had a smaller venue. People who lost their jobs or furloughed, their dreams, many of them were vanished by lack of resources. It's easy to stop dreaming, to even lower our standards. Many of you may know the story of Abram in the Old Testament, who was given a dream by God. God showed him a vision to move away from the homeland to the land of Canaan, and through him, God will make a new nation. And Abram, soon to be called Abraham, obeyed, and God's promises came true. But there's a story right before that in Genesis chapter 11 that we seem to gloss over. It's a story about Abram's father, Terah. Terah had a dream, the dream that Abraham shared, to go to Canaan. Let me read in Genesis chapter 11, verses 31 through 32. Terah took his son Abram, his grandson Lot, son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarah, the wife of his son Abram, and together they set out from Ur of the Chaldeans to go to Canaan. But when they got to Haran, they settled there. Terah lived 205 years, and he died in Haran. So Terah was headed to the land of Canaan. He got about halfway there and then came to the city named Haran, and what? He settled there. He stopped. Why? We're not told, but for some reason, whatever reason, his dream died in the plains near the Tigris River. And later, Terah himself died. It's so easy in our times today to stop dreaming, to lose and give up on our vision. It's so easy to get discouraged. Yet the good news is that we can get them back as well if God lays a dream on your heart. For even though we may have given up on our dreams, God's promises still hold. The vision that God has placed in our hearts, we might have set it aside, but God has it, and he'll see it through. For where there is no vision, the people perish. That's a verse from the book of Proverbs. I'd like to go back to the translation of the Bible called the Message, which is kind of a paraphrase of the Bible, not an exact translation, and read what it says here. If people can see what God is doing, they stumble all over themselves. But when they attend to what he reveals, they are most blessed. Let us together see where God is taking us, and in so doing, we will be blessed, and it will be a blessing to others.